Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we have a weight loss update for you. Jakey is joining me because he's decided he doesn't want to nap. So here we are. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Tammie. I make mummy and lifestyle content here on YouTube. I have a big update for you. I am currently 12 weeks into the keto diet. Love it or hate it, this thing works, you guys. And I wanted to fill you guys in on how it's been going for me so far. Like I said before, I am 12 weeks into the keto diet. I have lost a total of 15 kilos so far, which to me is huge. I cannot even believe that I've lost that much weight. Personally, I don't see it, but my clothing is definitely telling me another story. I started at 120.5 kilos and this week I've weighed in at 105.5, which is just incredible. This little guy here is 10.4 kilos. So to give you a bit of an idea of how much weight I've lost more than an entire Jakey, and that is just absolutely insane to me. Although I don't see it personally, my genes are definitely telling me something different. I'll show you guys at the end of this video the genes and how they're fitting at the moment, because I feel like that's something that I would like to see later on when I reach my goal, so I can look back on it myself. But I did have a pair of City Chic jeans that I bought just after Jacob was born for Matt's work Christmas party last year, and I struggled to get them done up. And then throughout the year, they just didn't do up anymore. That was so uncomfortable. They were so tight. They were the Asher style as well. So for those of you who have more of an apple shaped body, bigger midsection, you guys know the style that I'm talking about. They were just incredibly uncomfortable. And now I don't even need to undo them to pull them down. So I'm really, really proud of myself for that. Once that happened and I realized that they were obviously too big now, I went through all of my other jeans as well, and jeans that I bought prior to even being pregnant with Jake, I can now get them on and do them up that I never could before I was even pregnant with him. The three main reasons I decided to share my weight loss journey in such an open way was, one, to keep me accountable, because I have the willpower of a bullfrog. Do bullfrogs even have willpower? I don't even know. But I do not have any willpower whatsoever. When it comes to chocolate, in the past, I would gladly have eaten a block or even more a day, which is absolutely insane to me now. I have not had chocolate in 12 weeks. That is, I can't even remember in my whole adult life not eating chocolate for that period of time, let alone, just 2 days. I couldn't have done it, and I've done it, and I'm so proud of myself. The second reason was to have something to look back on. So, a starting place and then an end goal, and seeing my journey throughout that period. Like I said before, I haven't noticed that I've been losing weight. My genes are definitely telling me something different. Actually, on that topic, Matt said something to me the other day, and I wanted to share it with you because I feel like it's such a great piece of advice. And that is, if you take an onion and you peel a layer off of it, the likelihood of noticing that there is a layer missing is pretty slim, because it's just one layer off of the entire thing. But if you were to take that same onion and take 5 or 6 layers off of it, you would definitely notice a huge difference. So when you have a lot of weight to lose, you won't necessarily see it on yourself. If I was starting at, say, 80 kilos and I wanted to get down to 70 kilos and I'd lost 5 of those kilos, I'd probably notice a huge difference of it. But because I'm starting at over 120 kilos and I'm trying to get down to 70 kilos, it's going to take a while to notice it in the mirror, just looking at myself. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was a really great way of looking at things when the going gets tough. There is that to fall back on. And then the third reason I wanted to document and share my journey with you was to cover the mental side of things. So obviously the physical side of things you guys can see. The mental side of things is something that you can't see, and I wanted to have, I guess, a record of how I'm feeling throughout this journey. This past 2 months have not been easy. I'm gonna put that out there. I did hit a bit of a wall probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago. we had school holidays. During the school holidays, the kids got really sick, and then we had a COVID outbreak here in South Australia. So we went into lockdown for a week, and with that 3.5 week period, I only lost about 2 kilos, and that really got me down because I was on such a good downward trend until that point. But then I sat back and looked at what went wrong, and I noticed that because I was at home more, I was snacking more, not on anything bad that I couldn't have, but just more. I was eating more throughout the day. I was eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then I was picking throughout the day, which is going back into my old eating habits. And once I realized that I'd been doing that, I stopped it. Obviously, going back to school has definitely helped. I have a bit of a routine in place for that. But in terms of how I'm feeling mentally, I'm definitely feeling better. Like I said before, I can't see the difference on my body just yet, but I'm definitely feeling better. My whole sleep cycle has definitely changed. By 9 o'clock at night, I am absolutely exhausted. In saying that, I have been waking up really early lately at about 6 o'clock in the morning. So my sleep cycle has definitely changed. I definitely feel that is going to be for the better once spring and summer hit, so that I can get up earlier and get the workout done before I start my day. And then obviously going for the walks is really helping my mental health as well, just being in the great outdoors. And I think that is a given with spring on its way. I think everybody starts to feel better after winter. So yeah, I'm definitely in a better headspace than what I was before. I'm still obviously not where I want to be. I have a long way to go. I still have to lose 35 kilos, which it seems like a lot, but at the same time, I've just lost 15 kilos. So really, the last 15 kilos wasn't that hard. How hard could the next 35 be? Yeah, in terms of my mental health, I definitely feel much better. I will say Samuel is probably my biggest cheerleader. He is so proud of me, and it makes me so happy. I think that was one of the things that has definitely pushed me to keep going. Having that open channel of communication now with him, especially when it comes to food shopping, it's definitely changed his outlook on food as well, and that is something I'm super proud of. So he's more looking for healthy options, and my kids, just so you know, my kids don't eat the keto diet. They eat a very balanced diet. They both love fried rice. In fact, this little guy could eat Sam under the table nearly with fried rice at the moment. But I try and put as many vegetables and meats in, and fruit and things like that. They have a very rounded diet, and I feel like after him seeing how I'm going and the progress that I've made, I definitely feel that is going to help him later on in life when, you know, he is a teenager and maybe he might be struggling with his eating habits or his weight. Just seeing us go through this transition, I hope that it helps him later on down the track. Even just stick to something, you know, like whether it be a sport or a course or something like that. Showing him that I can stick to something, I really feel like that is such a good lesson for him to learn. Like I said before, my weekdays generally consist of fasting in the morning. Unless I'm super hungry, in that case, I would likely have 2 boiled eggs first thing. But typically by the time I get everybody ready for the day and get out the door and get Sam dropped off at school and then go for a walk or go to the grocery store or do an errand that I need to do, by the time I get home, it's generally around 10:30, 11 o'clock. And that is when I'll have my breakfast. And that typically is bacon and eggs, half an avocado, and a small handful of cherry tomatoes. So generally I'll have 2 eggs, 2 or 3 pieces of shortcut bacon, depending on how hungry I am, half an avocado, and then, yeah, just a small handful of cherry tomatoes. And then I might have a snack of some cabana and cheese or pork rinds, or I might have, if I'm really feeling like I need a sugar hit, a no-shoe bar, either the peanut one or the cherry ripe one. They're the only 2 that I tend to have. And that all depends on what I'm eating for dinner as well. So the peanut one has less carbs, it's 2 carbs per bar. And the cherry ripe flavored one, that is 4 carbs per bar. So if I'm just going to be having meat and vegetables, so basically steak and broccoli for dinner, then yeah, I might go for the cherry ripe one. Water is definitely something that I'm struggling with at the moment, trying to get enough water in. I am terrible at drinking water. I always have been. It's definitely something that I'm working on, so hopefully I'll have a better update for you next time on the waterfront. But I definitely find having a water bottle, I drink more water than if I was to drink it out of a cup. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because you're drinking it out of a straw, it's typically with you and you sip on it throughout the day. I honestly don't know. But definitely having a water bottle helps me. And Sam has my water bottle today. So note to self, drink more water. I've been trying to experiment a lot more with our dinners, which you guys would have seen in my last cook with me video. If those types of videos are something that you want to see more of, definitely let me know in the comments, or if you have any great recipes that you think I would like, leave them down below, send me a link, DM me on Instagram, because I'm always on the hunt for new recipes. I just tried a satay chicken this week and oh my gosh, you guys, I need to share that recipe with you. It is so good. Changing things up at dinner time is helping. There's nothing worse than being bored with eating the same thing every day. As far as the weekends go though, like I said, we typically eat 3 meals a day on the weekends. We'll have breakfast, which again is typically bacon and eggs. I feel like that's all I ever eat for breakfast. Or pancakes. I like making keto pancakes with strawberries and syrup. Oh my gosh, I feel like having that tomorrow now. Maybe I will. So that is definitely a treat for us. I find that if I eat almond flour, it's harder for me to lose weight. Whereas if I don't eat any almond flour, I do lose more weight. It definitely tastes better. But if I'm going to be having something with a lot of sauce on it, or something that I know is going to have more carbs at dinner time, I'll definitely stick with the peanut one just to keep my carbs down. Okay, now I'm going to share with you the jeans that are too big, because I want to be able to look back on this later on. So this is more so for me, but I wanted to share it with you too. So these are a City Chic jean. They are in an Asher style, size 18. So they're a high-rise ankle grazer skinny leg jean. I want to start off by saying that I've definitely noticed in my legs and in my butt, that's where they're most saggy. But yeah, let me show you guys what they look like on.